Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about my WordPress site that I made for my web design class. So first I want to say that my website was about conservation of the ocean. It's called Save the Ocean. It talks about plastic pollution and other pollution in the ocean and efforts that you can make to stop it and help save the ocean. So I just want to take a minute and talk to you guys about my site. So I have my title here, and then I have this little headlining little thing. Then I have my blog feed, my about page, and my ocean appreciation locations, which is linked to a map. So I'll show you guys that. So I have my first blog post, which is I made this little flyer that I really like. I think it really conveys the message that I'm trying to bring. This just talks about the Earth's oceans, like saying the importance, and then it has a link to more information. And then I talk about how the oceans are dying and we really need to do something to change it. Then I have the ocean's arch nemesis, plastic, and this talks about plastic pollution and how it's hurting the ocean, how much plastic we use, efforts that need to be made, and how you can make a change and what you can do to stop. It's just kind of telling you little tips and tricks that you can do. The next thing I have is reduce, reuse, recycling crafts. It's just a video of some crafts that I do to kind of reuse my bottles and my jars and stuff. You can really do anything with them. You can make them into a change cup. You can make them into a flower vase. You can make them into a toothbrush holder. You can make them into so many things. Here's my infographic, which I love this. I really enjoyed this. I liked making it, and I think it's really informational and it's really helpful. I learned a lot doing this. The next is keep our beaches beautiful. So this talks about the beaches, and it just kind of has a little slideshow of photos from Atlantic Beach, the aquariums. That was Ireland. So yes. Oh, and then at the bottom, my little thing, I had a photo gallery right here. So then in my about page, I just basically say like what my website's about, what its message is, and then I have some Twitter hashtags because social media is so big. And then I have a little link to go and get in touch with us to help the oceans. So lastly, I have ocean appreciation locations. Let's see. And this brings up a map, and it just shows the Bogue Inlet Fishing Pier. So here's my theme that I chose. It's called Exford. I liked it a lot because it had these greens in it, and it just kind of gave me that earthy feel vibe that I was going for. I didn't change anything. I didn't make anything custom. So for my statistics, let's take a look at that. So today I have had one view. I looked through here a little bit, and it looks to me like the average person who visits my site is 1 to 3 people. So one thing I think that would attract a lot of attention to my site is this video here. It's on YouTube. And so will I continue using this site after class? Probably not, because I just feel like I can't grow it large enough, and I would rather contribute to conservation efforts that are already large instead of trying to create my own and not be successful. The benefits and drawbacks of WordPress. So the only drawback I can really think of is that it is a little bit confusing if you are new to it and you are just kind of trying to figure it out. I don't know if I could really truly figure out certain things if I didn't have the instructions through through our class. Most helpful exercise for me was the exercise where I made this infographic. Something I would like to learn more about is making a site from scratch. So when we learned all the coding and all of that kind of stuff, I was a little bit confused, and I still kind of am. So the next thing I want to talk about is sliders. So after reading the article, I don't think sliders are a good thing. I think they're a bad thing. The thing that stuck out to me the most was when it talked about speed. So I want to talk about what makes good web design, in my opinion. I say original photos for one, eye-catching pictures, and eye-catching colors, different fonts, things like that. So the last thing I want to talk about is SSL. I read the article on it. So this is actually something I didn't know that I learned from the website. So I learned that it's a protocol used to protect transactions through the site, but also I did not know that there was a difference between HTTP and HTTPS. So if the site has the green lock or it says HTTPS, then it is using SSL, which I thought was really, really cool.